I see you guys waiting for me. Hello. I finally figured out how to get live off my computer today. Hi. I'm reading all these or trying to read these. Hi. Hello. Esme, I know that's you. We used to work together a long time ago. Hello, all of you guys signing on. I thought I'd sign on a couple minutes early. Hi, Jerry. Just to say hi. I just made this video. And it's on my YouTube page. It's the In the Trenches stuff. And hi. I just did that video because a few weeks ago I watched this John Oliver. I love John Oliver. Last Week Tonight. It's an awesome show. I love it. But he talks shit about mediums. So I had to counter that, even though I still freaking love that man. He's very smart. Hello. Sure, I'm showing up as Donald. That's okay. Whoever's showing up as Donald, you could show up as whoever you want. If your loved one's here, they'll get a hold of you. It doesn't matter what the name is on there because I'm not, like whoever tunes in. But I have to tell you guys, I had this spirit. It's been with me. I had to go to King Soopers before I did readings today, and then I just went to King Soopers. And I just got back, and there was a spirit there. And usually I would say, oh, they don't just show up at the grocery store, but this one did because it was like 4:40 and I kept feeling him coming. There's actually a few of them. It's a little clump of people. So we'll talk about that in just a second. Sometimes they don't know until they do. Oh, hello. Hi, everyone signing on. So we'll just wait just a couple more minutes, but I feel like I'm already ready to get started because somebody is here already ready to talk. And I want to wait just a couple more minutes because this is not how this usually goes down. Usually I will tune in and then see whoever comes through. And at this particular moment, someone's been hanging out with me, bothering me the whole time. So, we're almost there. Just a few more minutes because it's just, you see me using my reading glasses, part of my bifocals right now. But it's just, we're just like a couple minutes in. So I want to talk about him. Hello. Sometimes people don't know what a medium is until they do. Exactly. And that's what I said in the video, or I think I said in the video, because I had Allie edit it for me. And then I didn't watch it again because I hate watching myself. And so she edited it. But that's the deal is I used to be very skeptical about mediums and stuff like that. And then I had a loss. And when I had that loss, that was it. I needed to talk to him. And all of my beliefs and everything else were just over here. But the need outweighed that. And I think that when people get to that spot, that's when they need a medium. And that's why I do what I do. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. All right. And the stuff posting as medium Kim Moore is my assistant, Allie. She is lovely. She helps me a lot, and she edits my videos. And she has to watch me babble on and on and then cut it apart. So I appreciate her very much. All right, and she said she'd put the link up there. And that's Allie. And for you guys in Colorado Springs, just so you know, my office down there, I'm going to start doing readings there on Saturday, but I'm booked. We booked the whole damn day, which is just freaking cool. And then a couple weeks later, I'm doing a small group reading where it's 10 people and everyone gets to be read. And that's really cool. The morning session sold out, but the afternoon session is still available. There's still some tickets available. And then on Sunday, I'll be in Pueblo, and I'm doing 2 small group readings, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and both of them have a few tickets left. So if you know anyone in those areas who wants to get a reading, in the group of 10, everybody gets read. And it's all medium readings, but all the loved ones come together, and it's just really cool what happens. So anyway, all right. So I think I'm ready to get started. Hello to everybody who signed on. Tony, thank you for telling me you watched it. It's nice to get feedback about those videos and see what people think about the In the Trenches videos. Anyway, so here we go. I'm ready to start because I've had this dude following me from King Soopers, but it isn't really him. I mean, it is him, but he's been in the spirit world a long time. Like, that's a younger man who passed many years ago. And he says that his mother was still living. But recently, his mom has lost her parents, or at least one parent that was left, is my feeling. So he's recently been joined by a grandparent over there in the spirit world who went way after him. So I can't stress enough that that dude's been in the spirit world well over 10, 15 years, maybe even 15 years is my sense with him. So he's been there for a while. And I know that he is, you know, someone he passes tragically. His death is very sudden, very unexpected. I know that both of his parents, both of his grandparents, both sets of grandparents, for the most part, were living after he died. But recently, the last of those grandparents has joined him in the spirit world, is my sense. So I really feel like he's been there for a minute, because the last of his grandparents has joined him. And I do feel like it's a she, even though I know he has a grandpa there, but I feel like they lived well into their 90s. His grandparents on possibly his mother's side would be my sense. And one of them passed away more recently, is my sense, like within the last year, and they're in their 90s, and that's probably the mom. But before the mom, the grandfather passed. He was maybe in his late 80s, early 90s. He had like a longer illness or something. But these two grandparents have now joined, and these seem like somebody's parents who's watching. I feel like I've got somebody's parents there, and that they have a grandson who left this world a long time ago, and they've recently reconnected with him. And he's been stalking me in King Soopers. So he's a little pushy, a little tenacious in getting through. But there would be a need to know that the parents and the son, the grandson, that's their grandson, would all be reunited, and that he is connected to them now. So that seems to be the big message here from the dude who followed me from King Soopers. So we'll just kind of let that sit a while, because I know there's a little bit of a lag in the YouTube comments. And hopefully the person is signed on right now, because he knows something I don't. So I don't exactly know what it is yet, but I know that I basically have 3 people here for one person is my feeling, all 3 of them. So my grandma passed January, and she passed in her 90s. So this seems like this would be maybe somebody's parents. If they are not parents, they would be the grandparents, but they would have raised you. But the thing is that that guy over there in the spirit world is their grandson. And I know he died a long time ago. So I'm thinking that they would be somebody's parents, is more the feeling that I feel here. But their grandson would have been in the spirit world for like a solid chunk of time, like 10, 20 years, something like that, before they ever rejoined him. But one of the older ones in their 90s just recently passed, and there's like 2 grandparents. I feel like they're on the mother's side. It almost feels like somebody's parents and their son or something, or grandparents. And so whoever I'm talking to seems to be in the middle. So let me see. Sounds like my son and my parents, but my son only passed 5 years ago. Okay, that's all right. My grandma passed in October and was 103. They adopted my dad, and he died 10 years ago. Okay, so let me just keep feeling this out, because we have a couple of people saying that so I just want to get more detailed, you know, like I want to add to it so that we can kind of figure out who these people are. Because I feel like the older lady who passes, like well in her 90s, she's definitely older. So 100 seems very practical with her, and that she would have a husband that was there before her. But she really talks about that the dad was gone quite some time before her. And I have to say that the dad, or not the dad, but I don't think he's the dad. But I started saying that, and that's making me think that I'm bringing someone's dad here. All right. So who is that who was saying that? Heather. Heather, is there also a young man in the spirit world for you that would be kind of like closer to your age as well? Okay. And your grandpa died in 1995. No, okay, so let me just get into more details and then we'll see. We'll see where we go with this. So I have these two older people, definitely like one's like late 80s, one's over 90. I feel like it's the lady who passed more recently though, the grandma to this grandson. When I'm looking at the younger man that's here, I actually feel like he maybe wasn't old enough to have, or not that he wasn't old enough, like he just seems like maybe he's only in his 20s or something. And he was there way before them. So that age gap is just making me think this feels like somebody's son and somebody's parents is my feeling. So I know you said that, Jerry Paul. That name looks familiar, but I think it's no, I don't think it's you. I know that there's a Jerry. I don't know. Jerry, have I read you before? Would that be true? Your name looks familiar to me, so I just want to see if I've read you before because, okay, I have read you before. I'm sorry, I don't particularly remember any details. I forget stuff very easily. But my sense is that there's, they're together and the mother would have passed first, or the mother would have passed last. The grandmother would be your mother. She would pass after him and the grandpa would also pass after him. So even if I'm getting the amount of time he's there wrong, I still feel like it's in that order. That's what I am thinking, is it's in that order. So what do you think about that, Jerry? My son just got home from school. Hey, kid, I'm doing a live reading, just so you know. He loves me secretly. It's a big secret. He just went with me to Casper to, it's in my room. He just went with me to Casper to do a fair, to help me with a fair. And I got my first review where where one of my kids was complimented. And I've been doing this so long that it's so awesome to see that and see someone give kudos to my kid who's been forced to help me all this time. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So some comments are starting to show up here. Jordan Walker, hi, thanks for calling me awesome. Dad died in 2012, my son in 2014, my mom in 2015. Okay. All right, so leave. I saw that. Saw what? What did you see? Okay, wait a second here. So Michael, Toby says hi. All right, so, oh, and Brian has also arrived home. Everybody's coming home while I'm doing this reading. So basically, though, it seems like it's a son trying to get a hold of his mom and say that he's met up with the grandma. So I might be getting some of these details wrong, Jerry. But it still seems like it's like a mom and a dad and a grandson is my sense. And the mom just seems to be reunited with him. But what I'm wondering here is if I've talked to you, if I have talked to you before. See, this is the thing, is I'm not sure I know these people. So is there someone, Jerry, if I have read you before, would it not have been for your mother? Because this mom seems to want to get a hold of her daughter, is my sense. That is, I get that very strongly. She wants to get a hold of her daughter, let her daughter know that she's met up with the son and she's met up with the grandpa, and she would have passed the most recently, but she's well into her 90s when she passes. And I also feel like when I'm looking at her, she talks about just kind of going to sleep at the end of her life, or it just feels really peaceful for her. So I know she's in bed and she's at peace at the end of her life. Yes, I have not seen you since my mom passed. Okay, because the mom is trying to let me know that she's with the son. So if I talked to your son before, I may not have talked to your mother before. Is that right? Because she just feels really new there. And like she's trying to say, I'm with him. We've joined up. We're connected. And it's something that this lady would have talked about before her passing. that when she died, she was going to let you know that they're together. That's my sense. Lost my brother-in-law recently, and I know his mom is passed. She has blonde hair and colored eyes. So I am going to say to you guys that I do have loved ones here. I have lots of loved ones here who came today. But for some reason, there seems to be this really kind of forceful trio over there talking about the daughter and the mom and saying, we're all together. I'm supposed to tell you that we're all together. So if I haven't talked to you since your mom has passed, awesome, because she's new to me. But he seems like he obviously knew how to talk to me. So she tells me, though, that it's like, she's like, I'm with him. It's what we talked about or something. So I see that you said yes to that. And I just want to say that the three of them just kind of laugh and joke together. And I know that your son must have known your dad, but his death is like really tragic. And I'm sorry if I've talked to you before, I don't remember, but this dude, your son, he harassed me in King Soopers, and that's not normal for me because usually I'm like off. I'm just completely off. But he said that I'm supposed to tell you that he is with his grandma and that these two are together, and your dad is there too. So I'm sorry I got the order wrong, but my sense is that your mother says, I talked about this, and she's so excited to be here, but they all talk over each other. So it's a little convoluted, like the trio of them, but they're very chatty. That's what I want to say. Sorry, guys, forceful trio sure sounds like my family. Right on. They don't shut up. I agree with you 1,000,000%. Winnie, I am sorry about your loss. Jerry, makes perfect sense. And my son had a motto, Ryan never gives up. He sure the hell doesn't. So I just want you to know that he broke my rules to talk to me. So apparently he must have known me, or his soul must have known me. So maybe I talked to him before for you whenever you came for a reading because your name just looked familiar to me. But I swear, your mom is also very chatty and excitable and very happy here when she comes through. But I feel like she was your rock. I feel like she was your rock. She was like, for a mom, she seems like a best friend almost. I also feel the two of you kind of leaning on each other through the loss of your son. I know that was difficult for both your mother and you. But I would say then that the grandfather was over there because he must have received your son. So it's nice sometimes they want to talk about who they're with so that we know that they're not alone. So let me see what this says here. Makes perfect, never give up. Yes, pretty extensively as she was on Earth, very chatty. Oh yes, so very much. Okay, awesomeness. So your mama is here with your son. She says she's taking care of him. I just feel like maybe he was a little energetic or something. Like his energy looks huge comparatively, but she's holding it down. I feel like she's got him contained, is my sense. But what she really wants to say is that lately this has been on your mind a lot. Like, I feel like in the month of March, this is on your mind a lot for some reason. And they're coming because there's like a birthday or an anniversary date or something in March is where I'm getting maybe like mid-month or kind of mid to earlier mid-month is my sense that there would be something there. Oh, her birthday is March 11th and yours is the 13th. Okay, then. And so that's the thing is I just keep feeling like she's talking about this special, like she was on your mind a lot and she's been there like around you a lot. And so I also feel like you've been getting a lot of signs from her. But the other thing here that she's talking about is that you used to celebrate it with her. But I also feel like that it's like a combination birthday or something when she's talking about this. But this must have been before your son passed. That would be my thought. Let me see her. Her birthday is March 11th. We celebrate every birthday together. Okay. And so she's there. I just want to tell you she's still with you, like she's still connected to you, and that she loves you. And she's with your son, though. That's the important part that she will not let me understate, is how much she loves him and wants you to know that he's safe and that he's okay, is my sense. And then also, is there something with him connected to December or the 12th December is my, I don't understand. I keep going to December with the both of them, and I don't know if they both just celebrated holidays together or what, but I keep going to November, December, but I feel like I'm in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I feel very excited when I tune into these two. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. What is this? There are best buddies in the earthly realm. Yes, they were best buddies even now in the spirit realm. But Sho has spent Thanksgiving with us. Okay, so this one, Thanksgiving must be hard or something. Like, she just brings me back to that holiday time in between November and December. And I just feel all these traditions and stuff with her. But the whole reason she's coming through today is to let you know she's with your son, and she's doing exactly what she said she was going to do. And I feel like she just loves him so much, and she loves you so much. And it's like she's never far, you know, like you can talk to both of them. I feel like your dad's there too. I don't want to forget him, because he is talkative as well for an older guy. And they all seem to be chatting it up. I just keep getting chat over there. So I just want to tell you they're definitely together, and your dad is also a chatty one. But they all come through with this like great feeling of community, but understanding that you may need that lately, and that they're here in support of you. I do think you get a lot of signs from your son, and also your mother, but please know that they're kind of all these little synchronicities that happen around you connected to them, especially Ryan and your mother, but your dad's a part of all of this. But all those little synchronicities that keep happening are their way of saying we're here. And so I'm just telling you that because I feel like there's some confusion or something. And so I just want to let you know they're all around you, like enclosing you, encapsulating you, trying to support you right now. All right, what does this say? All right, her birthday's on the 16th. They were the best buddies in life. That brings me so much peace. Oh, I'm so happy. Hard to tell who the signs are from. We give Ryan all the credit. I'm going to tell you that they come as a trio. So when you get the signs, know that it's all of them. But it's him because there's such a need. But your mom just today is like, I'm with him. Just like I said I was going to be, I'm with him. So thank you for letting me talk to them. And I'm glad I got to meet your mom. So apparently I've read you before, but I'm glad I got to meet your mom because she seems new to me. And she's just really excited to be here. So I want to acknowledge that and just tell you guys thank you for watching and tuning in. And, you know, I try to do these from time to time. It's just another way to get messages from your loved ones is through these live readings. And those group readings, too, I do just because it's less expensive and you still get a reading. So that way people have the ability to connect with their loved ones, even if they can't necessarily come see me or even if they're skeptical or anything. So, but I appreciate you all watching and thank you. And hi, Toby, I see you. And thank you for telling me I'm awesome, but I think you guys are awesome because I can't do this without you guys and your loved ones. So frankly, the awesomeness has to be universal. So we all have to be awesome in order to make those connections. So thank you for tuning in. And that is all. I hope you all have a lovely night. Bye.